Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friends. Kevin Lopez here, back from Personal Tutors. Definitely, again a chapter. Famous chapter, The Fun They Had. Yes, if you open your textbooks and read the chapter, you'll come to know about this topic where the future is explained. It's about a conversation between a brother and a sister who actually live in the future, and they are actually discussing about today. Yeah, they are discussing about today. They are discussing about a lot of things, the education system, the things that are needed to study, how are they studied, and everything. My friends, while going through this chapter, you may have come and known a lot of things about the future education scenario. I would be going ahead and asking you to read the chapter, and I would now go ahead and provide you the solutions for the questionnaire provided after the chapter. The question number 1 goes here, that the story we shall read in is set in the future, when books and schools as we now know them will perhaps not exist. How will children study then? The diagram below gives you some idea. Yes, the solution goes in the future. Definitely, yes, my friends. As I say, we at Personal Tutors are also working upon the future. We are working upon the essentials, that is online content that we are providing you word by word, solution by solution. The chapter here also goes ahead and explains the same thing. In the future, the textbooks may be extinct. The teachers may be extinct. There would be programs, there would be softwares, there would be online content to go ahead and help you. There would be e-books to go ahead and help you study. And yes, the school system may stop to exist as well. That is what is explained in this chapter. I'll go ahead and work upon the next question as well. Now, the next question goes here as the 3 things that what you would like to change about your school and the 3 things that are best about your school. Wow. This is a question that every child can go ahead and answer by himself. I'll give you a solution by which you can go ahead and get some help. If I was a student, I would definitely love 3 things about my school is the way the teachers teach, emphasizing on every word, every line, every paragraph. The second line would be that I would love the morning assemblies. What a bright way to start a day. A beautiful thought, a lovely prayer, all the friends coming up together. Yes. And the final thing would be the notion of friends that I have made in the school. Yeah, friends for life. We all would have that. So these are the best 3 things. Now coming to the 3 things that I would like to change about my school. Wow. I would like to get some more food items added in the grocery department for the recess and the lunch hours as well. I would definitely like to go ahead and give some more time to the recess. And yes, I would go ahead and ask to get some books lessened from the syllabus. So these are the 3 things that I would go ahead and do. Definitely. Apart from that, you can work up on so many things like having more environmental studies period, having more field trips and everything. It's all musical. It's all lovely about the school life. So we can have a lot of things. Have you ever read words on your television screen? Can you imagine a time when all books will be on computers and there would be no books printed on paper? What would you like such books to be? Wow. Do you think they would be better? Yes, definitely yes. Having text on electronic based products would definitely help us save trees. There would be less paper required. There would be less printing required. The content would be online. It would be handy. You wouldn't have to go ahead and wait for a specific book to arrive and then learn the things. Anytime, anywhere, on the go, on the run, sitting there, relaxing, laying down, you can go ahead and turn your tracks on, your digital pads on, and you can get all the data there. So definitely, yes, it would be interesting to go ahead and have such learning systems in the future. The next question says, is how old are Margie and Tommy? Okay. Now, the diary entry that Margie has entered says 17th of May 2157. That is 17 May 2157. Wow. That's future. It's almost 130 years ahead from us now. It's almost 140 years ahead. Definitely. Calculating to the date, you can calculate the date today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, whichever day you are studying, the answer can go ahead and be calculated on the very basis of that. So my friends, you can go ahead and answer this question and calculate the ages on the very day you are answering this thing, or reading or watching my video out there. Thank you very much. What did Margie write in her diary? What did Margie write in her diary? Margie went ahead and explained that the school system is really good in the old days. She really went ahead and explained that it was really good to have friends around. It was really good to have teachers around teaching you. It wasn't very blunt. And she also explained that Tommy found a real book. Come on, now she's talking about a real printed book. Think about it, my friends. The year 2157, that is 2157, almost 140 years from today in future, a kid, a 8-year, 10-year-old kid goes ahead and finds a book, and she's very excited about the book. She goes ahead and sees the book and she explains it. The answer next is definitely answered on this thing. Now, did Margie see a book before? Obviously, yeah. And the answer would be a big no, because Margie had not gone ahead and seen any book before. Thus, she was very much excited and anticipated to go ahead and have a real printed book in her hands. Next question is, like, what things about the book did she find strange? When Margie opened the book, she did not find the words running around or moving around on the wake of a fingertip or a swish, because she found the text to be stable. Every time she turned the page and returned it, she found the same text, as if it was imprinted, engraved on a tombstone. The fact that she found interesting was the engraving on the cover was marvelous. The text was always the same. She just had to turn the pages and get into it. She did not have to go ahead and give any specific order. She did not have to type any command to get the things out. It was all ready. These were certain things that she felt strange. Next question would be, what do you think a telebook is? Telebook is simply a book that can be read on a TV, a laptop, an e-textbook, or your cell phone. That is a telebook. Margie's school was fine. Where was Margie's school? Margie's school was actually non-existent. It was just beside her bed at a home. That was the notion of the school that my friends, the kids, had in the year 2157, that is 140 years ahead in the future. Did she have any classmates? Oh, if I have answered the question earlier, you can know that she did not have any classmates. What a pity. She did not have anyone to go ahead and talk to. She did not have anyone to go ahead and share the things. She did not have anyone to go ahead and play around. So that's a pity. What subjects did Tommy and Margie learn? So there were the 3 subjects mentioned in the chapter. It was geography, it was history, and arithmetic. These were the 3 subjects that Margie went ahead and learned. Now, the question would be, answer the following with reference to the story. I wouldn't throw it away. Who says this words and what it refers to? Definitely it is the Tommy who goes ahead and says these words, and he refers to the telebook, the television that he is talking about. What is being compared with by the speaker? Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher. It wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. Who does they refer to? They referred to actually the old students who studied in groups in the school, because these kids went ahead and worked upon their computers, upon their sets, and they sat all alone. But now here the they word is referring to the old students. Perhaps today in the year 2018 they are referring to us, that we studied in schools in groups, we had teachers, we had a syllabus, we had a proper mode of studying, we had to attend the school by going there. We just couldn't get out of our bed and sit on study table, and we got our study done. So the word they refers to us. What does regular mean here? Regular teacher in the future would be either the helper, the robotics involved, the data involved would be definitely the they. What is it contrasted with? Oh, the mechanical teacher is contrasted with the human teacher, definitely, of the earlier times, who was a man. So the contrast, the complexity goes comparison between a mechanical teacher and a man, a human being. So that's the question. Next question is, what kind of teachers did Margie and Tommy have? Wow. Margie and Tommy obviously had mechanical teachers with large black screen turned on, definitely going ahead, giving them all the notions, all the studies going ahead. So this was the way these teachers used to work. They had slots in which the students kept in the solutions, the answers, and the mechanical teacher would go ahead and realize it, analyze it, and provide you the results. Sounds strange to me at times, you know. Why was Margie's mother bound to call the county inspector? Now, Margie had been consistently going ahead and performing bad in the geography section. Now, this was really alarming because having a mechanical teacher with big screen definitely makes things easier for kids, yet Margie was performing less in the geography. Mother called in for the county inspector to go ahead and inspect the mechanical slot, the teacher who was actually going ahead and teaching Margie the subject of geography. What once had happened to Tommy's teacher? Wow, a good question. Tommy's teacher once went blank. Yes, there is a catch with mechanical things. The data can be uprooted, the data can be lost. So Tommy's teacher once went blank. Did Margie have regular day and hours for the school? Margie actually had regular days and hours school. The mechanical teacher turned on at the same time, same hour, every day, and Margie had to be present there. So yes, she had a same time and same routine, yet the missing part was the regular school, the friends, the classmates. That was missing out there. Now, how does Tommy describe the old kind of school? Tommy says that the old kind of school was a place where kids used to go and have fun time together. They used to sit in a group and there was a human teacher explaining things to them. He went ahead and paid personal attention to every kid involved in the class, sitting in the class. Tommy found it a bit fascinating, in fact. Now, the next question goes as, how does he describe the old kind of teachers? Wow. Again, I have already answered this thing. He said the old kind of teachers were so patient that they would wait for all the students to be seated and then start the lecture. The students would greet the teacher would be going ahead and responding to the greet, and then he would be going ahead and checking every student personally according to the base. What are the main features of the mechanical teachers in the schoolrooms that Margie, Tommy have in the story? The main features of the mechanical teacher was a black screen that would turn on its own every day. Margie and Tommy had to go ahead and sit in front of it at the assigned timings and check the text out, the subject out. The mechanical teacher even had a slot in which the kids completed their homework and solutions and projects and inserted in the slots. Whereas now, talking about the classrooms that Margie and Tommy were definitely not the classrooms that we study in today. Their classroom was right next to their sleeping bed. Getting out of bed, sitting on the chair, the mechanical teacher turns on. Really sounds eerie to me, yet the story of future goes like that, as in the story says. Why did Margie hate school and why did she think the old kind of school must have been fun? Margie was a girl who was a bit outspoken and wanted to she actually went ahead and was a bit more fascinated by the old schools. She wanted to sit with the kids and study in a group. She wanted to share her solutions with other kids as well. That was lacking in the virtual classrooms that they were having at their homes. So yes, Margie hated the classrooms that they actually had, and she actually fascinated the old classrooms, the old schools where the group of students come again, sit together, have fun, and are taught by a real teacher, a man. Do you agree with Maji that schools today are more fun than the schools in the story? Of course. Who would not love his school today? Meeting friends every day, studying together, going ahead and having a lot of fun, having some good teachers, some strict ones as well. Definitely sounds good rather than sitting in front of the mechanical TV slot, a black screen, and going ahead and working your day out. I really found this thing a bit sorrowful. So definitely, my friends, this story goes around in the future, and it's actually praising the education system that we are having right now. It's actually praising the education providers, the great teachers that we have right now, who take out the time, they toil hard enough, they work upon us, they personally put in their efforts on every child, rather than just a mechanical slot that can go ahead and create errors, that can go ahead and get the data lost as well. So it's a total rhetoric view of the future education and the current education. If you want to know more about us, definitely you can know about Personal Tutors by clicking the About Us button. You can get the data online, you can subscribe to the channel, and you can definitely go ahead and work up with the data provided at the pen drive. This is Kevin Lopez signing off from Personal Tutors. You can definitely work out and give us a call to know more. Thank you very much, have a nice day, and do subscribe our channel.